Hello, and welcome to my reselling channel, Flippin' Hippos. I'm Star. Today is Monday, so it's time for What Sold on All the Places. I have some highlights of our sales from April 16th through April 22nd pulled up to show you. If you're new to the channel, I do a highlight reel every Monday, and I pull out a handful of sales from all or most or some of the platforms I sell on. If there's nothing worthwhile being a highlight that week, you just won't see that platform. I pull out my wins and my exciting sales, of course, to celebrate. But most of the time I pull out items that are things you should be looking for when you're sourcing, or items that have a teachable moment attached to them, because this is a teaching channel. So while I do want to share my sales and my highlights with you, I also want to make sure that we're learning things at the same time. So without further ado, I'm going to share my screen and make myself small down here in the corner. And we're just going to jump on in. I've got one highlight from Etsy this week. A lot of my sales on Etsy, although very different and unique pieces of jewelry, are very similar sales. It's costume jewelry. It's selling anywhere from 20 to 30 bucks. And it's nice stuff. I do get good jewelry from Whistle Pig Market on Etsy. That's where I order it. I get good pieces and they're pretty. And I get about 20 to 30 bucks on Etsy. I just wanted to show you this one this week, just to reiterate to you that costume jewelry can sell for more money than most people realize, especially on Etsy. This is a wristlet or a makeup bag or a clutch. You can see I used all three keywords. This is one of those bags that I think could be a makeup bag or a clutch, wristlet. It's perfectly acceptable to use more than one keyword to describe a bag, because in most instances, bags can be used in more than one way. Sold for $12. I got this out of a wholesale lot. Most of the stuff you're going to see here is from the buyout of the 250 pounds that I've been talking about and unboxing on here for months. Boston Proper. This is a brand I discovered with that wholesale buy or bulk buy. And I like this brand. I'm going to keep my eye out for it. This top sold for $15. That would have been about $20 to $25 on eBay. The tank top that sold over there sold for around that. And I got one shirt left. But they sell relatively fast. So if you find them for $1 or $2 and you can flip it into 20 or 25 bucks relatively quickly, to me, that's a decent brand. It's the season for shorts. Folks are buying shorts. These are Zara. They're unique print. Keep your eyes out for shorts. These sold for $17. A Leah Sophia. Why is that hard to say for me? Leah Sophia bauble necklace, 20 bucks. Remember, on Poshmark, they're also paying like $8 or $9 in shipping. So these things should be valued at what you value them at. Value the items what you value them at. List prices accordingly. People will pay for the shipping in addition to the market value of the item. These are colorful heart. Oh my gosh. Colorful heart-shaped bead bracelet. And they sold for $17. I don't know why I was scrolling down to see that. It's right there, Star. $17. All right, we got some highlights from eBay this week to talk about. I know that Victoria's Secret is a brand that most people think isn't something that's worth picking up or doesn't sell well anymore. I still do fine with it. $13 plus $7 shipping. This is a $20 tank top. This is the pink, which I think pink does better than regular Victoria's Secret, but either one is fine. If you can find stuff, for $1, $2 cost of goods, it's worth picking up. The swimsuits that I purchased in March, if you hadn't heard, I'm sure you have if you've been around the channel, I got 104 swimsuits off of a Whatnot show, and I was determined to get them all listed before April, and I did, and they're selling. This is a Shade and Shore cheeky tiger print bikini bottom. With shipping all in, like right around 17. American Eagle pink striped bikini bottom. All in, this one's right around 24. Invia floral bikini bottom. These were pretty. These ones sold for right around 19, all in. A Walt Disney Lady and the Tramp Scamp. Isn't he cute? He was on 50% off. So this plush is actually worth right around 17 to 18. All in with shipping. But I do occasionally clearance some items at 50% off just to get them to move if they've been around for a while. I am trying to liquidate most, if not all, of my plush to make some room in the garage. So they go on 50% regularly. This is a handmade, like a leather cuff with gemstone chips on it. I think they're glued on. There's all different colors, as you can see. It's just kind of like a really cool bracelet, but it's just a leather strap that someone glued a bunch of gemstones on. And I got right around 23, 24 bucks for it. Don't underestimate your costume jewelry. I say that all the time, but it's worth repeating. Look at this piece of jewelry. This is a statement piece if ever there were one. The top parts look like a horn. You got these big chunky beads and silver tone baubles. It is a shorter choker necklace. And you can see I did say African inspired. Large horn, chunky choker statement necklace. It is absolutely okay to say African inspired, tribal inspired, ethnic on pieces like this. Folks that like this type of jewelry are searching for those specific keywords. So do make sure you use them. This sold for, I'm going to round up and make math easy for me, 34 bucks. Right around 34 shipping and everything. And I want to talk about Folk Modest with you. Folk Modest puppets are one of the best brands of puppets you're going to find. Most of their animals are very realistic and they do comp very high. You see his face? His little mouth? He is very, very realistic. This looks like it looks like a real lop-eared bunny. And it is a puppet and it is Folk Modest. This one I did have on 50% off. It did have $13 shipping on it. So normally I would have wanted right around like 35, 40. But I did run it at 50% off. So I got 28 all in with shipping and the cost. That's something everyone can think about as like a lesson. I talked about this on my live show last week. You guys know the race to the bottom is my soapbox, and I don't agree that people should keep lowering prices. Even if sales are slow, even if the economy is slow, even if the price of gas is high and groceries are high, you still don't want to lower the prices of items, because then you're participating in that race to the bottom. And here's the thing. The economy will always turn around. The gas prices will always go back down. So when things are better and people are spending their money again, you want to be able to sell items at what they were worth before. So if you have, say, a brand of jeans that's worth 40 bucks and the economy's kind of going through a rough spot and not a lot of people are shopping, keep your jeans listed at 40 bucks and clearance them for 50, even 75% if you need to, if you really need them to sell. Clearance them out, run a sale on them. When the sale is over, your jeans are still listed at 40 bucks. When the economy takes that upward turn again, your jeans are still worth $40. If you lowered them to $20, or if you did 75% off, you would have lowered them to what, $5? Like they're not going to be worth anything after everything is said and done. And once you lower the price, that's it. You keep the price where it's at, you can run sales, and then that's not it. It's not forever because the sale will end and it's back to the $40. And you can run 10%, 80, whatever you want to do, but keep the cost of goods at the price where it should be. That's my soapbox moment for the day. I think a lot of people still race to the bottom, and you don't need to. If you're doing it because things are slow, because you want to be the first one to sell your item, whatever your reasons, just run sales. Knock it down to the price you want, but price it accordingly. And when you run sales, you do get a boost in the algorithm and searches. So that behooves you as well. If you have any questions, comments, concerns about anything you saw in this video or reselling in general, let me know down below. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up and subscribe. Hit the little bell too. Help us feed some hungry hippos. And I'll see you in the next one.